This video is for you if you're post-breakup and one of your most painful and most common ruminating thoughts is, I wasted so much time with this person. And disclaimer, I'm not saying this perspective will speak to or apply to every single scenario, but I do find that this can be helpful, especially for my more anxious leaning clients, because APs tend to have a bit of a scarcity mindset around the future, which isn't their fault. It is largely part of this nervous system relationship with being a we. It feels safest to APs to be in partnership because they didn't learn proper self-soothing and self-regulation. And so in order for them to feel safe to explore the world and get their needs met, they believe in their programming that they need to be a we. They need partnership. It's also why they will really put on those rose-colored glasses, have a very hard time not pedestalizing their partners or their exes. Thus, understandably, they can have even more fear and regret around, quote, wasted time in the past, because that is time that could have been spent in creating safety. And the conscious manifestation of that is often this idea of, I wasted time. That's what I hear from a lot of people. And I do hear it from people of all attachment styles. So here is what I would offer. When we say that was a waste of time, there is an inherent bias and implication that the alternative scenario would somehow have been better. And I'm not trying to be negative by this, because it's not meant to be negative. It's meant to be a question mark, a mystery. You don't know that had you not met that person that you are now no longer in a relationship with, that somehow life would have unfolded in this positive, fantastic, upward trajectory way. We just don't know. Unless you have a skill that I certainly don't have. So that's the first thing I want to offer. When we say I wasted time, we are insinuating to ourselves that whatever else would have come would somehow have been better than where we are now, and we just don't know that to be true. The other thing that's really important is more future focus. Now, hear me when I say I am not glad that you are going through this. I don't wish a terrible breakup on my worst enemy, truly. With that said, it's here for a lot of you. And so now that it's here, another thing we can remind ourselves is that what will make it not feel like a waste of time isn't something that we can know today, but it is often the case for a lot of people. I can't tell you how many clients I worked with, and in real time, they couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It felt like a huge waste of time. They didn't understand why they had to go through all of this. I'm not getting into spirituality. I am talking about the domino effect of going through a difficult experience and using what we've learned to grow and to heal and to make necessary changes in our life and all of that. So at the time, they couldn't see it, but I get emails all the time from clients saying, now I can see where this led, because I didn't just, bury my head in the sand. And anyone who's in my community learning this stuff is not trying to bury their head in the sand. They are trying to take this awful circumstance and do something with it. So I'll stop there for now. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And just a reminder that I just launched my What's My Attachment Style, or What Are My Attachment Styles checklist. The reason I created a checklist instead of a quiz is because I want you to understand that we can be a mixture of multiple attachment styles. And I think that helps us not only in better understanding ourselves and our exes and our partners, but it also prevents us from siloing ourselves into a label. So it is a fillable, reusable checklist. It's just the only link that's in my bio, so that you can watch as you go forward and grow and heal and all those things. You can see how your attachment style may change, or styles.